You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Moises Caicedo is one step away from making a special record with Chelsea. If his name is included in the starting lineup again against Nottingham Forest in the final match of the Premier League, then he will become the first Chelsea player to start all 38 league games since César Azpilicueta in the 2018-19 season. This record clearly shows how important Caicedo's role is in Enzo Maresca's squad. Although he was criticized at the beginning of the season because of his expensive price tag, the Ecuadorian midfielder has succeeded in answering doubters with consistency and toughness in the Blues midfield. His prime physical condition, tactical discipline, and solid defensive ability have made Caicedo the main mainstay in every Premier League match this season. In a team that is still looking for stability, Caicedo has become a symbol of steadfastness and hard work. With his young age and long-term contract, Chelsea seem to have found their midfield anchor for the next few seasons, and this full season's performance is early evidence of promise.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Brazilian wonderkid ESTêVÃO Willian has finally spoken out about his decision to leave Palmeiras to join Chelsea. In an emotional statement, the 17-year-old revealed his mixed feelings ahead of his move to London. "I feel grateful, because when I leave here, I will also live a dream. I try to enjoy the moment here as much as possible, because I know I will miss it." ESTêVÃO is one of the most promising young talents in Brazil. His move to Chelsea has been agreed for a fee that could reach more than 60 million euros including bonuses. Although he will not be able to join until he is 18, the Blues have secured his services early. Many Palmeiras fans are reluctant to let him go, but are also proud to see their young starlet making his mark on the European stage. Stamford Bridge is set to welcome a new Brazilian gem.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea have another headache over Armando Broja. The young striker they loaned to Everton is set to return to Stamford Bridge this summer, but unfortunately not because of impressive performances, quite the opposite. Everton rejected the option to buy after Broja failed to prove himself during his loan spell. Injuries and inconsistency have limited the Albanian striker to just 331 minutes of Premier League appearances this season, failing to score a single goal in 10 games. It is Broja's second failure after a disappointing loan spell at Fulham last term. Chelsea are in a difficult position. They want to sell, but there is little interest from other clubs, and the player's market value has continued to drop drastically. Now Broja will return to West London, but not to be part of the first-team plans. Chelsea clearly have no intention of keeping him, and the situation could be an additional burden in their summer squad cleanup efforts.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea are starting to be wary. Spanish giants Real Madrid are reportedly eyeing Enzo Fernandez, and this rumor has made the Blues start to worry about losing their mainstay midfielder this summer, although Chelsea have firmly stated that they have no intention of releasing Enzo. Real Madrid's interest cannot be taken lightly. Moreover, the Argentine player has expressed his dream of playing in La Liga, and several reports say that there has been a verbal agreement between Enzo and Los Blancos. Chelsea currently still view Enzo as a long-term pillar of their project, but they are also aware that the temptation of a club like Madrid could change the player's attitude, especially if Chelsea fails to qualify for the Champions League next season. The good news is that Enzo Fernandez has shown no signs of wanting to force his way out, but if Real Madrid really makes an official offer, the situation could change drastically, and that would be a big test for Chelsea's management in retaining their star.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea are moving fast in the transfer market. The London club is reportedly preparing a £50 million offer to bring in JOAO Pedro from Brighton, in an effort to poach the Brazilian striker from Manchester United and Arsenal. JOAO Pedro has stolen the spotlight this season thanks to his contribution of 10 goals and 6 assists with Brighton. However, the unfavourable internal situation, including news of a brawl with teammates in a training session, has made his future at the Amex Stadium start to be questioned. Chelsea are claimed to have held an internal meeting to discuss Pedro's transfer and are ready to make a big offer. Although the price is still below the £59 million price tag set by Brighton, the Blues are said to be considering including players as part of the deal to lower the price. Pedro is not the only target. Chelsea are also still monitoring Liam Delap from Ipswich Town, a young striker who is priced at £30 million and is Manchester United's main target. However, compared to Delap, Pedro is considered more ready to perform at the highest level and can immediately fill the needs in the front line. The Blues are heading into the new season with big ambitions, especially if they can secure Champions League football. And Joao Pedro, with all his dynamism and potential, could be a key part of Chelsea's new era under Enzo Maresca.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Arsenal have been eyeing Hugo Ekitike for a long time, but now Chelsea are coming full throttle. The young French striker has become a hotly contested player after appearing sharp in the Bundesliga with Eintracht Frankfurt this season. Ekitike has attracted the interest of many top European clubs thanks to his impressive performances in the domestic league and European competitions. Arsenal have monitored him directly several times and have made him one of the main targets in the summer transfer market. But until now, the Gunners have not taken any decisive steps. In fact, Arsenal's front line needs freshening up. Other names such as Victor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko are also on the radar, but Arsenal's slow movement could backfire. On the other hand, Chelsea are starting to move quickly. A report from RMC Sports said that the Blues are seriously interested and are formulating a strategy to secure Ekitike's services. The Blue London club is indeed hunting for a new striker, and Ekitike is considered suitable to fill the void in the front line. With interest from two big Premier League rivals, this transfer has turned into a classic duel. Arsenal versus Chelsea. But one thing is clear, if Arsenal keep waiting, they could miss out on their target again, as they have done so many times in the past. Hugo Ekitike is more than just a talented young striker. He has the potential to be a top European striker, and whoever can convince him first will win this battle.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Turbulent season at Old Trafford has put Alejandro Garnacho's future in the spotlight. Despite contributing 21 goals, the 20-year-old was left disappointed again after being benched in the Europa League final by Ruben Amorim. And now a number of big clubs are ready to take the wonder kid if Manchester United let him go this summer. 1. Napoli. Their sporting director admitted to making a £40 million bid for Garnacho in February. The failure to sign a replacement for Kvaratskhelia has allowed Napoli to re-enter the race for Garnacho, who can feature regularly, play in the Champions League, and thrive under Antonio Conte. 2. Chelsea. Having hurt the Blues with his goals, Garnacho was linked with a move to Chelsea in January. The London club are looking for a young winger who can partner Noni Madueke. Despite his high price tag, Garnacho is considered a bright prospect for Enzo Maresca's long-term project. 3. Atletico Madrid. Born in Spain and brought up at Atletico's academy, Garnacho could return home this summer. Diego Simeone is a big fan of Argentine talent, and the stability at the Wanda Metropolitano could be an ideal environment. However, a £70 million fee could prove to be a stumbling block. 4. Juventus. After failing to sign Thiago Motta, Juventus are preparing to overhaul their squad. Garnacho is on their radar and could reportedly be included in a swap deal for Kenan Yildiz. But a move to a club also in transition could hamper his development. 5. Barcelona. Garnacho could be an alternative if Rafinha or Yamal need cover. However, if he wants regular game time, the Blaugrana are not the ideal destination for the player. With this level of interest, United could raise fresh funds, but letting him go too soon could be a major regret, especially if Garnacho develops into a big star elsewhere.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Watford are reportedly keen to reloan Caleb Wiley from Chelsea for next season. The American left-back spent the second half of last season with Watford, making 10 appearances. The 20-year-old was loaned to Strasbourg after joining Chelsea from Atlanta United for £8.5 million last summer. However, his loan spell in France was cut short, and he was sent to Watford in February. Wiley has shown promise there, and the Hornets are now keen to extend their deal. Although Watford are the most persistent, they are not alone. Several other clubs have also shown interest in Wiley, who is under contract at Chelsea until 2031. A clear sign that the Blues see great potential in him.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.